Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models, and this is issue 110 of Terminator Build the T800. Only 10 more to go. 2 and a bit months, or probably 3 months, but you know. We are connecting the second base section to the first and applying details. Now, this is another sort of, not so much make work, but yeah, it's not a difficult part of the build. We'll get it done, and we'll go from there. Now, first of all, it tells us not to worry about the bits that we've got, but to worry about these bits. The little collector plate and 4 screws. So we're not worrying about those yet. This is the new base plate that we've got, which is pretty much the same as the first in terms of quality and everything else. This was the first one that we've done, and I've not attached that to. So I should be taking that back off of for now. Now, which side are we going to be putting it on? Because we've got 2 sides to put this. I think that's the back, so it's going to be that way. It's like jigsaw. Is it going to go that? But it doesn't fit. It's probably not that way then. It might be that way. I'll probably just read the instructions. I think that's probably. Oh no, there we go. Look, there we go. That fits together like that. I was trying to put it on the other side, whereas this side. That's that side, and that's this side. So they will be going together just like that. Quite nicely, but not ideally. The problem they've had is because they've made them in separate molds and separate parts. Where they've dry brushed it, they've got a nice line down here, which would be a highlighted area if you were doing that, but when you put it together, it stays as a nice highlighted area, which just drives home the fact that I'm going to need to do something to this base once it's assembled. So let's get it assembled, and then we'll worry about that from there. So from there, let's turn it over and see. It's this bit up here that's going to have to join together. So let's put that on there and put 2 screws in that while I can move this around and do things with one of them. Does it say? It says turn it over, don't dislodge any of the details. Yeah, I've already not put the details on, that's fine, apart from the rocks on this one. Then we're joining it in place using 4 screws. So I'm going to put this piece in place using 2 screws. Where's my screwdriver? I'll use a big screwdriver for this, I think. Although they're not massive screws. They've got big heads and things, but it's not a substantial part. It's not a force-bearing part or anything, so it's not terrible, but it's also not ideal. I would have been happier with it being a little bit more substantially put together than this. I may end up gluing the 4 panels together. But that's for another time. That's for a bit later on when I've got the 4 panels and I can see exactly what I'm doing. Then I can worry about that. So I'm not tightening down these 2 yet. There's still some wiggle room on here because you might need that to make sure everything lines up properly. It looks like I might not. Actually, that's not quite. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of squidge and it goes together. So then we can get the other 2 screws in over on this side. And then we can worry about tightening them all up, making sure everything is where it should be. Not that there's a lot of room for things to wobble, because they put convenient zigzaggy shapes and things to make sure everything locks in place. So the real question is this the front or the back? I'm thinking this is the back. I don't know why. I just assumed, well, no, the rods are going to come out of it, so this is going to be the back, isn't it? Oh. If I drop it, it will even stay as being the back. So there we go. That's that together. It's all right. It's a bit wobbly, but it's going to be on the floor anyway. So yeah, it definitely needs some attention. There's a little bit of filling to be done on that as well. But that's that. That's what we've got so far. Now we need to add some detail. We're taking the 2 pipe details. And these are going on there. Obviously, you can tell which one's which because they've got different shaped things onto them. That's going to pop in there, and that's going to pop over the other side. I'm not going to be gluing these in place yet, if ever. I might have to because that's a little bit wobbly. Although, I don't know. I might be doing some things with the base. So we'll worry about that later. But that's what I'm doing for now. Identify the recesses where they fit. Put some glue on it. Yeah, not yet. Put it in place, put it in place, put it in place. And then the skull goes over here as well. For some reason they're doing it up the other way, but I like it this way. So again, that's going to go. Oh, well, there's not a great fit. It's the outside is the thing. That's got nothing, and that's got nothing. But so that's going to go on there, basically like that. That's the other bit that's going to go over there. So that's that. Position the skull. It is not glued in place. That's interesting. Wonder why they decided not to get you to glue the skull in place. Not that it matters. It's fine. Right, 2 more things to do. We've got to put the other spotlight in over the back here. So again, same as the first one. Put the wire through. It's a little bit more tricky because of there being more stuff and it's twice as big. But that will go through there. It doesn't matter which way round because you can twiddle it backwards and forwards anyway. So that's going to go over there like that. It's going to be pointing inwards-ish, as is that one. And then we have one more part to do, the spring, which is going to go over there next to the lamp and is actually just fitted in place by twiddling it. It says, as you rotate the roller front will grip the spring into the notch. Is there a notch? It doesn't go all the way through. So it does sort of hold in a bit, which is more than enough for now, certainly. Yeah, I'm quite happy with how that goes in. I don't know about the blue bit on there. I'm going to put that as the other side, I think. Or does it not want to go the other? No, it doesn't want to go the other way around. There's blue on both sides anyway, so that's okay. That does the job. I shall be removing that anyway for, as I say, tidying up and painting the base. That's that. It says, as you rotate the spring cords, a wider apart grip the spring. If necessary, apply a little super glue. Maybe at some point later, but not yet. Second base panel with searchlight and other details has been attached to the first base section. It has. And yeah, I'm not unhappy, but I'm not happy either. That's, yeah, I mean, until the other 2 panels are fitted here, I believe, we've got a gap under there. So that's probably where the power and that's going to be for the bit there. And we've got the 2 tubes to come up to hold him in place. That's where, and his feet are obviously going to go on the front bit. So yeah, we're getting there. It's all right. I'm happy with how that's coming along. And the films we're talking about, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I've obviously seen that one. Been a while. That's not made out of mashed potato. Talking to the Stars. We eventually make first contact. No, maybe not. Next issue, 2 further spotlights. Now, I haven't got the next issue yet. We're waiting on that coming. It's going to be a while because I've only just got this. But this was delayed. So it might not be a full 4 weeks. It might only be 2 or 3 weeks until I get the next pack. Which obviously is going to start with 2 more spotlights. Then I would expect there's going to be a 3rd panel and some details. And then a 4th panel and some details. So I don't know what... This is 10... So it's going to be like 14. There's 6 more issues to go that I don't know what they're going to be of. So I suppose we've got the big tubes and the filler and stuff and the, yeah. So we'll get there. I'm definitely going to be doing something with this to tidy it up and make it look nicer though, but not until I've got all 4. So that's it for this month. That was issue 110. I shall see you soon for issue 111. And obviously I've got other part works going on all the time. So keep an eye on the channel, like and subscribe, and I shall see you soon for more fun. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.